Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica of Miss More Style, and I will be taking you all along with us as we explore the Amalfi Coast on our honeymoon. We are here as part 2 of 3 of our honeymoon. Make sure that you check out the links below for part 1 when we were in Florence, and later there will be part 3 when we were in Rome, as well as a day trip to Tuscany. We have so many cool things that we did on this trip, so you guys just have to check out the links below. If you're thinking about traveling to any of these places in Italy, you definitely want to check them out. If you haven't already, please make sure that you subscribe. I would love to have you join the fam. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave me a comment down below what you might like to see later on my channel. Where would you like me to travel to next? This is the rooftop of where we are staying. We are at the Hotel La Bussola, I think that's how they say it here in Italy, and it's a great hotel here in Amalfi. It's kind of pretty affordable, and you're so conveniently close to like the ferries and everything that you need when you're here in Amalfi, and it's just, the staff here is incredible, so I highly recommend it. But if you guys want to see what we got up to on our honeymoon in the Amalfi Coast, then just go ahead and keep on watching. We're almost to Salerno. I think we're going under the mountains right now. Been in a tunnel for a long time, but I'm so excited to get to the Amalfi Coast. Are you excited to get to the Amalfi Coast?
Yes, I am.
He's a man of few words. The words that he does use, they count.
Damn right.
How much does Nate look like he's prepared and ready for his interview as a gondolier in Venice? Getting to the Amalfi Coast is actually so much easier than I had anticipated. We took the train from Florence to Sorrento. Once you get to the Sorrento station, it's literally a 10-minute walk across the street to where the ferries are, and you can catch a ferry to most of the bigger towns on the coast. I highly recommend saving a photo of the ferry schedule in your photos on your phone for easy reference while on your trip. Nope, there is no color enhancing going on in this footage. The water is truly that blue. The Amalfi Coast is seriously so stunning. After about a 30-minute ferry ride, we arrived in the town of Amalfi, which was to be our home base to explore this gorgeous region in Italy. I highly recommend staying in Amalfi versus other towns. It's not quite as expensive as Positano, but it's still super easy and central to access the other towns on the coast from here. We stayed at La Bussola, which is a beautiful hotel right on the water and so conveniently located close to the ferries. So this is our room. It is small, but very cute. The ceiling is quite a nice touch. We've got this over here, which I think a third person could possibly sleep on, maybe a child. And this is our bed. And then this is the view from our hotel in Amalfi. So beautiful, right? This. After getting settled and unpacked, we walked over to the main square in Amalfi to get lunch and some spritzes, with the beautiful Amalfi Duomo in full view, with some fantastic people watching as well. We just got to Amalfi a little while ago. We checked in. Just been kind of wandering around the streets, checking out the layout here. So beautiful, and just having some spritz here and there. As the first place we sat down was right in the square and thus a bit overpriced, we walked a little further up the main road to find a more reasonably priced place to grab more spritzes. Down the street you can find all kinds of shops, restaurants, and markets. But be alert though, because you have to share this very narrow street with other pedestrians and motorists on scooters and cars. It's a little crazy. Watch out. spritzes do you think we've had on this trip at this point?
I thought we're not supposed to count those. I tried the lemon one. The lemon one wasn't my bad. A little sweet, a little mint. I don't know, it's just like lemonade mint.
Tried the limoncello spritz at the last place and I wasn't brave enough to do it. It was okay. Aperol is the way to go. But I'm pretty sure my body is like 95% made up of Aperol spritz and pizza at this point. So far I've spent more money on shit for my bug bites than actual fun things. Make sure if you are prone to mosquito bites, you bring insect repellent. I'm not even playing with you. I was eaten alive. During the day, this main drag in Amalfi can be quite crowded and full of tourists depending on the time of year that you go. But when it gets a little bit later, it clears out and it's so quiet. The entire city just kind of dies down. There's nobody out here. This place dies down hardcore. Yes, the Amalfi Coast can be a very expensive destination to visit, but let me tell you, there are some delicious cheap eats to be had. One very popular place to grab a delicious pizza is Dona Stella Pizzeria. It's right off the main road up this little tunnel and it is so good. This spot is very popular, so I highly recommend if you can think ahead to make a reservation in advance. I loved the lemon trees that provided a beautiful natural canopy over this restaurant. It really added to the ambiance. Here's a little time lapse I took from the rooftop bar at our hotel, La Bussola. If you're looking for an affordable but still nice hotel in a prime location, this hotel is exactly what you're looking for. Staying in the Amalfi Coast can be quite expensive, so we found this to be one of the hotels that was the best bang for your buck. Not only do you get this beautiful ocean view, but you're a very short walking distance from the buses and the ferries, as well as the main square of Amalfi. It just is so convenient. Next morning, we headed out for some sunshine on the beach. Actually, really affordable. All right, let's talk going to the beach in the Amalfi Coast. Basically, anywhere you go, if you want a beach chair and umbrella, you're going to pay anywhere between 10 to 20 to maybe 25 euros, depending on the town that you're in and the location. Good morning! We decided to start our day off today at the beach relaxing. So we're at Silver Moon Beach Club and Restaurant in Amalfi, just enjoying some sun before we go out and do a little bit more sightseeing today. The water feels so good and it's so sunny. It's like the first day we've had like just a morning of sunshine. So yeah, it's a beautiful view. Check it out. There's Nate. He's chilling by the water. Another thing you should know is these are not white sand beaches. They are rocky beaches, so it does not feel amazing on your feet. I highly recommend bringing flip-flops or some water shoes. Otherwise, you're going to be teetering around like I was. After our morning relaxing on the beach, we decided to hit up a couple of the small towns nearby, starting with Atrani, which is really walking distance from Amalfi. It's right around the corner on the coast. Trying to explore a couple other little towns today, and we went to Atrani and it's kind of tiny. There's not really much here. They look like they have a nice little beach though, but it's not really a great day for it.
So I should be here in 5 or 10 minutes. I got my next one ready to go. Do you got your next one ready to go?
Yes, I know where it is. This is basically it. When getting around Amalfi, you have a couple options. Of course, the ferries, but those do not go to every single town, especially the smaller ones on the coast. So they have a great bus system that will
take you to all these different little places, and you can buy a day pass, which is a great value and perfect for if you plan on hitting up several towns in one day.
Roads are so windy. Oh my god, and it's barely big enough for the bus to get through with other cars. Yeah, if you are prone to car sickness, maybe take some Dramamine first.
Riding the bus on the Amalfi Coast is definitely an experience, as these roads hug these cliffs on the coast, and it can feel very precarious at times. We got off the bus and decided to check out Maori, which is one of the bigger towns on the coast here. Looks like there's nobody here. It's very quiet. Maori was definitely not my favorite town in Amalfi, and I think the reason is because there was a major fire years ago that wiped out a lot of the historical buildings in this town. And so a lot of what you see are newer buildings. It just doesn't have the same charm as a lot of the other places in the Amalfi Coast has. But we did know that there was a beautiful church here, so we set out to find it.
Wandering around trying to find a church. I think it's gotta be like right up here, right?
After just a little bit of wandering, we went up a staircase and found said church and went in to check it out. Oh wow, look at the ceiling. If you've been following along with my travel vlogs for any length of time, you know I love to check out the church in every city that I visit because usually they are a beautiful work of architectural art. A lady that worked in this church led us downstairs to this little exhibit, and there was something pretty shocking down here. Yes, my friends, that is a dead saint, about a couple centuries old. If you are Catholic, I am so sorry, but I do not understand this tradition. I'll never understand why they put those corpses in those glass boxes for people to just look at. It is creepy. But wait till we get to the Vatican, it will be worse.
The road was so backed up, so we jumped out of the bus and we're walking through the tunnel in the mountain to get back to Amalfi. I'm sweating my butt off in that bus. I can only imagine what it's like when it's like June or July in high tourist season. No thank you. Come in September. It's not so crazy.
The main road on the Amalfi Coast can get very backed up, especially during high tourist season. Luckily, we got off the bus and were able to walk back to Amalfi.
Where are we going, babe?
I don't know, an elevator. Very, very far up. Like I feel like we're going up top of the Sears Tower.
We just found a random elevator that was off that tunnel, and now we're... Whoa! Whoa! That's a view. Wow. Oh my god, wow.
In our walk through that tunnel, I found this random elevator and decided to check it out. And I'm so glad I did because we were gifted with the most beautiful view of Amalfi.
It's a little bit of an adventure here. Does it go anywhere? This is it.
We could have easily taken the elevator back down and been back in the town square of Amalfi, but instead we decided to follow the staircase down and enjoy the view. One way you can save a couple bucks while in Amalfi is to carry a water bottle with you, because these fountains that you see here have fresh, drinkable water that you can fill up however much you need.
Is it cold?
Of course, we had to check out the Amalfi Cathedral. This is a medieval Roman Catholic cathedral in the Piazza del Duomo, and it is dedicated to the apostle Saint Andrew, whose relics are actually kept here.
Oh, this is beautiful.
The interior of this church is stunning, and I really love the gilded Ceilings, I guess you guys know by now I'm a sucker for a pretty ceiling. This church has a very dramatic staircase leading up to it, and it's quite unusual for a church, but there is a reason behind it. The church was constructed on a high hill overlooking the town because of the time that it was built. It was also a means of shelter to the citizens of Amalfi during an era that was characterized by frequent pirate raids and attacks by rival city-states. History's pretty cool, huh? So we needed a little break from Italian food, and we found this place. Sushi. Sushi in Italy. We're gonna see how it is.
It's just driving nuts.
You know, sometimes you just need a break from like pizza and pasta and everything, so we're having a little break. It's interesting. Hey, it was not bad at all for being sushi in Italy, and it was a great break from all the Italian food we've been eating the whole trip. Well, that about does it for our Amalfi vlog. If you enjoyed, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up if you found it helpful or entertaining. And stay tuned because I've got more Italy videos coming your way. Until next time, ciao!